G'day guys, welcome back to run around the table. I'm working on the other side because I've got something already over there that I can't move, so I'm on my other side. Right, having another play with the feathering technique because I just did that one, but I'm not that confident that it worked. It's really tricky. I've been doing this technique for since last year, since I watched Luna Designs do hers. Look, it's really tricky. It's a difficult technique. I find it difficult. I might do 1 out of 3 that's kind of okay. So anyway, I'm having another go. I'm going to go with some blue tones today. I'm using the more pigment pastes for resin. That one's night blue. We have sky blue, pastel blue, and some turquoise. And I'm going to tee them up with some corresponding alcohol inks. These are by, who are they by? DecoRom, just from Amazon. Navy to go with the dark blue. And we've got some blueberry and forget-me-not, and then turquoise. So I'm going to put those in with the pastes instead of using my normal alcohol, okay? Just so we can get some brighter colors. Now I did this one the other day. It was okay. It was one of the ones that was okay. The yellow dropped. The other colors, they've got tiny little featherings, but not as big as I would have liked. So I'm going to go again. So I'll put my colors here. I'm going to get started. If you want to see a really in-depth video, then watch that one. It's a longer video and I went through everything. So this one's going to be a little bit quicker because there's no point me going through every single thing, every single video. Otherwise I'll be here all day. Now this one here doesn't have the nozzle on it like those ones do. So I just put the paint into the squeeze bottle. Okay. So I'm going to do 3 drops. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 3 of each. Just put that back upside down. 1, 2. This one runs out a little bit faster. But I think the hole in this one, like the nozzle hole, is bigger than it is in these. Well, it looks bigger anyway. So here we go. 1, 2. So I'm trying to get about the same amount of paste that I did with the navy blue. Okay, this is the turquoise. Some of them I've actually cut the tops off because they're just too hard to get anything out of. So I just cut the top off. 1, 2, 3. All right. I will do a test piece. So I know what it's going to do. I've actually got resin in 369. That'll be my test one down there so you can see. I'm debating whether or not to put some black in, but look, I've got resin in there. Each of these little cups has got 3 grams of resin. This is just Cast and Craft black because I don't have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that'll do. I think I've got like 5 drops in there. Came out pretty quick. It's much thinner paste than the Amore is. Get that off my hands. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'll do a little bit of background color just in the black. So just want the black to stay on the top. I want it to float. Don't want it to sink. Don't want it to have feathers or anything. Just as my background. Now let's stir these up and then I'll add my ink, my alcohol ink. It's more of a purple, that one, isn't it? It's a purpley blue. And this one's your traditional blue, bright blue. But they'll change a bit when I start adding the alcohol inks. It's using my pre-used sticks. Now these colours have all got white already in them. You can see that one's got white in it. Oh, hopefully that won't sink too much. But the others have got white in them as well, but probably not as much. So depending on what they do in their test piece, I may have to add a little blob of white. But I won't know that until I test them. All right, so now let's go with the alcohol ink. So that's the turquoise that can go in here. I'm going to do 20 drops. Bear with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stir it up. Stir it up straight away so that it doesn't evaporate. Get it mixed into your resin. You don't want it evaporating. Don't know that it's changed the colour a whole lot, but never mind. Okay, so that's that one, and then the next one, the pale blue, can go in with the pale blue ink. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, get on there. Oh, I made a mess of it. Yeah, so these are just cheapy inks from Amazon. I do have the, I've got actually quite a few different brands of inks. That hasn't changed the colour much either. Maybe I should have gone with the more highly pigmented colour ink. Anyway, we'll try it, see what happens. Now this is the blueberry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I think I'll just put 8 because I don't think that one's going to have as much white in it by the looks of it anyway. Has got white in it, but it probably hasn't got as much white in it as, you know, this pale blue here, obviously. You can see that it's got more white in it. I'm just trying to get the ink off the side of my little cups. These are just little 30 ml or 1 ounce medicine cups. All right, navy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 8 as well. Because, you know, navy probably hasn't got a lot of white in it. May have to actually add some white. Ugh, alcohol inks smell bad, don't they? They really do. Okay, now I need to put some alcohol into my black, but I'm just going to use my normal alcohol. I'm not going to use ink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 20 of that. Mix that up. See, I might do a little bit more. Oh no, it's all right. Should be all right. Right, let's start testing these now. Let me zoom you in a little bit more now so that you can, now that I've finished mixing, so that you can get a better bird's eye view. How's that? Got the brightness turned up a teensy bit on the camera because it's dark now, it's late. I should be making dinner, but I want to paint, well, resin. Just going to get those last few little bubbles out of the center. What's that? Something in there. Get out. Okay. Let's just do a little test piece first, see what it's going to do. Turquoise. Light blue. Medium blue. Dark blue. Okay, now we just need to give those a minute, so just bear with me. Watch what they're doing. This light blue, it's sinking. You can see it sinking. I'm going to add some more alcohol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to that one. I don't know if you can see, but on the top of the resin, you can see a tiny little bit of the resin, and then the rest of it sitting on the bottom of the mold. Same with the turquoise. See, these are the two that I said to you, probably got more white in them already to lighten them. So they need more alcohol to make them float. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the turquoise as well. I'll see if that's any better. Now with the darker colours, the navy and the bright blue, I wouldn't add any more white to it. I would just add a little drop more of the colour, because it's already got the white in it. You don't want to be adding white. All right, that's that and that. I think I'll add, because the navy one seems to be a little bit bigger, I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of the paste. See if I can get it like a half a drop out. There we go, there's a tiny little drop. It just seems to be bigger than the other blue one. Now, are we looking at the turquoise and the light blue? What are they doing? Are they spreading? That light blue still looks too heavy for me. I'm going to put another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just going to go and write this down on my notepad behind me. So that's got an extra 10, that's got an extra 15. So turquoise 20 plus 10, light blue 20 plus 15, navy had 20 and blue had 20. All right, just write these things down as you go. That way when you go to do it again the next day, if it works, then you know what you've done. The turquoise, I think, see the navy there's looking better. It's not as big. I'm going to do a little bit more of this blue in here as well. I really want my colours to drop today. I haven't had much luck with them dropping lately. I haven't dropped much at all. So I've added an extra half a drop of those two. So 3.5. I'll write that down. It's got 3.5, 3.5, 3, 3. Now what am I up to? This one. I put the alcohol in that, didn't I? I just didn't stir it. All right, let's test another bit there then. See what it's going to do. Test this one. Did I stir that in? I don't know. Make sure you stir it in, that paste, really well. Okay, test it again. When you're testing a piece, try not to let it touch the other pieces, because it kind of pulls them in and then you don't get the desired effect. Now I'm just going to watch that for a minute. The mid blue, the light blue and the turquoise, all about the same colour. That navy seems to be bigger still. I'm going to put another little drop of navy in. Because this is the one, like I said, has got the least amount of white in it, hasn't it? As you put more white in, your colours get lighter. So even though it's got white in it, it's not much white. Okay, how are we going? I think the turquoise still looks a little bit too heavy to me. I'm going to add another 5. So that's 15, another 15, hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now these two on the end have got the same amount. Let me write that down. Turquoise plus 5. All right, writing all that down. Oh, I'm getting hot in here, concentrating. Hot, hot, hot. What's the temperature? Oh, it's only 24 degrees, but I'm getting hot. Feeling stressed. I want it to work. All right, here we go. Put it in there. How's that navy looking? So it looks a little bit tiny now, a little bit small. I'm going to add 1, 2 drops of ink to the navy. Look, I know this is frustrating and I know it's a pain, but you have to get your consistency right, otherwise it's not going to work. It just won't. So take your time with it. Now, that's the light blue. Oops. That's the light blue there. The last one I did. That's the mid blue there. Which one did I just do? I can't remember now. Turquoise. Turquoise is still looking a little bit small. I'm going to add another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me write that down. 5 for the turquoise. Did I put an extra squeeze of the turquoise paste in to begin with? Did I? I can't remember. I kind of think I might have put an extra drop of turquoise in. I think this is going to be it. I'm going to just go for it. Otherwise, I'm going to be here all day, all night. Now, I'm just going to wipe my sticks. And then I can use them again tomorrow. And I'm going to change over to my little teaspoons. I like these colours. They have gone a bit more brighter than they were before I added the inks. So that's good. Let's just make sure that they're all going to behave. The only one I'm worried about is the turquoise, but it hasn't been in there as long as the others, so I'm just going to go for it. If it drops a little bit more, we get more feathers. Okay, here we go. Let me move everything out of the way so I don't knock anything over. Put the black out of the way. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? I'm just going to put like half a teaspoon, and just drop them in. Not too big. If you put too much in, they're too heavy and they'll just kind of sink. So little drops, okay? Not big blobs that are too heavy and just go straight to the bottom. These molds are filled about quarter of the way full. I will have this mold in my eBay store shortly. I just haven't had a chance to list it. Oh my gosh, that was a bit much. Concentrate. So I try to hurry and then I lose concentration. Okay, and last one. Okay, I've got a tiny bit left if I need to come back and decide I want to put 5 of each colour in. We'll see. Oh gosh, the concentration. Yeah, the one I did earlier today, I'm not really expecting it to work. I think it was too light, as in the weight. I don't think the colours are going to drop. They're all sort of floating on top. So I thought, oh, I've got nothing to put up tomorrow morning. I better go and do another video so that I've got something to unmold tomorrow in case that one doesn't work. Although this one might not work either. Don't seem to have as much of the blue left for some reason. Okay, that's the blue, the light blue. Here we go with the bright blue. I'll do 5. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I find if I overfill my spoon, I can't tilt it like this to drop it. So you're better off not overfilling your spoon. Then you can actually tilt your spoon and have the drops drip down nicely. Actually, I might not have enough for 5. Better stick to 4 for now. That way everybody's got some. I'm really scraping this out now. I should keep a little bit of resin left, shouldn't I, in case I run out of one of the colours and I want to add a bit more. I'm just going to lie that down on its side like that and let the resin pool a little bit. Okay, here we go with the navy. In the navy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sail the 7 seas in the navy. Is that how it goes? Something like that. Sure, there's a song about it. So if you're wanting to do a lot of these molds, obviously you need more colour, and you may want to double it. So as I said, I've got 3 grams of resin in each little cup. You may want to double it and go to 6, and then you'd have to have double the amount of your paste and double the amount of your alcohol inks, etc., etc. I haven't got as much of this one either. What's going on? Are they thickening up? Is that the problem? Or is it just not got as much product in it? Running out. All right, I'll let that one sit on its side like that as well. Now I'm going to put some black in. Just sort of as a bit of a border. Again, not too much. Let you only half full so that you can tilt your spoon. Just going to put it in some of the blank spots along the edges. I just want it on the edges. But I only do 4 drops, hadn't I, just in case I run out. So I've still got quite a bit of negative space in these. Whether or not the ink and the paste is going to spread more and cover that, I don't know. See, they usually do. But because I've made them probably a little bit heavier, they may not really spread that much. I think I probably need to put a little bit more colour in. Hoping I can get some more out of those little cups now that they're lying on their side. I might put one black just in the middle of each, just to put a bit of contrast. See how that goes. See, the black being light, like it's got no white in it, it's got no it's not going to feather, it's just going to hopefully just be a background color. Let's see if I can get a little bit more of anything out of that. Really scraping the end of it all here. Oh, no, 1 drop. Okay, I'm not really getting anything out of that. Okay, 2 little drops out of that. I've got a little bit left in this one, so let's put a little bit more in and use it all up. fill in some of these little spots that we've got left. Should have had these lying on their side as well, but I didn't. Oh, it's just sticking onto my glove. Get in there. All right, and a little bit of the turquoise left. I don't know why I've got more of this one. All right, that'll do me. Okay, now to clean these, I'm just going to wipe my little spoons off, like so, and then I'll use the rest of my paper towel just to clean that out. Turn it over, the other side. Oh, that nearly fell in. Oh my gosh. And then I can use that again tomorrow. So I'm going to do that to all of them. And it's 6 o'clock. I'm going to come back and swirl at 7 o'clock. So I'll see you then. Hopefully they'll cover over a bit. Hey, I'm back. I nearly forgot. I was sitting there watching Neighbours, and I just looked up at the clock and I thought, oh my God, it's 7:05. Wasn't I supposed to do something at 7 o'clock? Getting my gloves on. Right. Now, if we have a look at these, I can see some bubbles. Where's my torch? Doesn't look as if the whole surface has been covered with the resin, so I guess it hasn't floated and spread as much. Let's get a stick, a piece of paper towel, and I think there's something in there. It looks like there's something in there. Or is that a bubble? Oh no, there's something in there. Must have come out of my cup, down the bottom of the cup when I was cleaning it. All right, let's have a look and see if we can get a sticky trace. That's our test piece, so let's just pick a piece up. And look at that, yes. Oh, might have even left it too long. All right, let's swirl. Might have left it too long. But rather a bit longer than not long enough, I think. Just because if you swirl when your resin's too thin, it's just like, you know, dragging a stick through a cup of water. You know, it's not going to leave any kind of impression. Yeah, so I think it needs to be a little bit thicker so that it actually leaves pattern. Alrighty, now those were both swirls. What about if I do like a ziggy-zaggy and back up through the center? There's a bit of empty space just there. I don't know. All right, I'm just going to go with like little circles on this one. I'm not touching the bottom of the mold. I think I just prefer the circles personally, but we'll see. What else can I do? There's not much you can do. It's a circle. Back up. I don't know. What else can we do? Little circles. How about we do little circles all the way around? And my favourite, just a circle in the middle. Okay, there we go. We're done. This one doesn't seem to have enough coverage in it. Got some gaps. Never mind. All right. Now you can see there where those have dropped. Sticky, sticky, sticky. I'm actually going to just take these off, and then I'm going to just torch again, because when you draw your stick through, it brings in some air and sometimes you get bubbles. Oh, now that's sticky. So just torch. I have a feeling that I'm going to get feathering from this just because it hasn't spread, but now my concern is that it's going to be too heavy and I'm going to get blobs. Go the opposite way to what I did last time. All right, there we go. Now I was going to get that resin off my hands because it was on the torch. And I just use a baby wipe and I spray some alcohol on it. And then I can clean my hands. Get all that, get resin off. If you have managed to get any on your skin, make sure you get it off. All right, now hopefully we've got feathering across my fingers. It's actually been a couple of months since I've got decent fluffy 3D feathers. So like these, let me show you. Come around the back here, see if I can show you. Oh gosh, goodness me. Are we going to focus? No, we're not going to focus. Oh, there it was. There's that one. There's that one. It's having trouble focusing because of that ring light. It's going, what do I look at? Oh, sorry. Put the light out of the way. No, why is it so hard to focus? Oh my gosh. Come on. Just flashes on, flashes to the focus. Anyway, you get the general gist of it. I'm trying to get some nice big feathers. Right, I'll see you in the morning. Hope it works. Righto, let's have a look at these. They've set, it's the next day. I am concerned that we're going to have quite a lot of droppage. Just, I can see some clear spots in there. So it hasn't like spread, which means it's dropped, which is okay. Like I wanted bigger feathers this time. So let's have a look. It's just trial and error with this technique. It really is. One day you get it and then the next day you don't. Ready? 1, 2. Oh, look, I can see bits on the side. 3. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's what I was expecting. If we hadn't had these blobs, see how the blobs, that's anything I don't really like, is when they're a bit too heavy, they sit on the bottom of the mold. Like I could deal with the thicker feathers, but I just don't like the blobs. That was that light blue. So obviously the white blue had a lot of white in it. But look, we can see black. That's the good thing about the other colours dropping. You can actually see the black. All right, let's pop them back in there. Let's get them all out. I'll try and be quick this time, hey? Same thing. What do you think of them? Do you like, are they okay? Like, do you like the bigger feathers? Except for the blobs. I guess they're all going to be like that, are they? Actually, that one's not too bad. Oh, look, my black, I should have made, I can kind of see through my black. I should have made it, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Should have made it a little bit more opaque, like put a bit more paste in. That one's not too bad, actually. I don't mind the composition of that one, because it's got smaller blobs. Excuse me. Like, if you're going to have blobs, if it's going to be blobby, go with the smaller blobs. They kind of look as if they belong there. So that's my favourite so far. Let's see if we can do better. Still the same. I guess they're all going to be the same. Let me just pop these two out while I'm here. Same. Now the navy kind of got lost a little bit. That one, like I said, it didn't have much white in it, so I tried adding more, but it hasn't really dropped the navy. But the other colours are much more dominant. We won't worry about the test piece because I know he's going to be really blobby. Oops, let's do the right order here. All right, here we go. That one, oh, that one had a lot of blue in it. The lighter blue, I should say. They had a lot of light blue in it, so not that good. So really, well, this one would have been okay except for that. You know what I noticed afterwards? You know how I was scraping out my cup and then adding tiny little blobs at the end? Yep, don't do that. I've done it before and I've said to myself, don't do it. And then I went and did it. I forgot. So we just won't look at that, okay? So the rest of it, I like the rest of it. I don't mind the little blobs. They look like some alien plant form. It's just a big blob. The brain, looks like a brain. Well, don't look at him. Look at the rest of it. See, that I don't mind. See, even that other darker blue hasn't feathered. The two darkest haven't feathered. They haven't had enough white in them. But this is my favourite. I actually really like the 3D look to it. It really looks like an underwater, like seaweed sort of look to it. It's very 3D. So there we go. Still love them. This is my favourite. Up like that. My little plant. That'll be my cover photo. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. Definitely going to have another practice. Like I said, it's a hard technique to do. I find it difficult. Every time I do it, it's different. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to go for feathers, I'd prefer to have bigger feathers than no feathers. But yeah, they're all different. This one was really pretty. I like this one of my favourites. This one. That was the bigger feathers with the red background. So don't mind the bigger feathers there, as long as you don't get blobs. So yeah, I like that one. And this one, I'm going to try and recreate something like that in my next video, because I really like that one. It's just my pink didn't drop. I made it a bit light and it all floated. But I love the feathers in that one. So I'm going to try and recreate that. Got my colours all set up for those. So I'm going to do that next with a new resin. Try it out. So yeah, keep watching this space. And we'll see if I can do better. Like I said, every time it's different. You just never know what you're going to get. Thanks for watching, you guys. Love you all. Stay safe. See you soon. Bye.